Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking college football. That's right, the way too early college football national championship futures video for 2021 and 2022. We've got a promo code. The code is LOVE for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. Yeah, that sounds crazy to say, but yeah, we've got Sean Higgs joining us to talk a little college football early on. And the favorites to win it all are the usual suspects. You got Alabama at plus 275 to plus 350, Ohio State, Clemson in there. And then I think Georgia's plus 800, plus 500. It really depends on where you get some of these numbers. That's something else for futures. Make sure you get the best number. If you like somebody, shop around. But before I ramble on too much, let's talk to Sean about it. Sean, who do you like to win it all next season?
And I'll ramble on too much here with our futures here. 4 days off the Super Bowl and the end of the 2020 total football season. Yeah, as you mentioned, listen, Bama and Clemson leading the way. And why not when Clemson reels in, 9 of the top 10 players in college coming in. But is there really value in that? You got new quarterbacks starting for both teams, and offensive coordinator Sark is gone. He's gone to Texas for Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing in guys who I'm not really that high on to be coordinators for sure. But yeah, Ohio State, maybe. I'm seeing plus 400 or 500. And these lines, people, shop around. There's $1 million books. I got these from DraftKings and PointsBet had some big numbers. Georgia and Oklahoma, 800 to 1,000. Florida, Notre Dame, 2,000 to 4,000. Again, you're losing a lot of talent on those teams. And those teams, obviously, we've seen Notre Dame just get throttled. I mean, that would be a wasted pick for me if you're going to put a future on Notre Dame. We've seen them from 2011 or 2012 when they first got back in a big game against Alabama. They've been run out by all these teams. Clemson, doesn't make a difference. They can't compete. Don't throw your money away. Florida loses a quarterback. And, again, you're against Georgia, against Alabama. Someone else in the SEC is going to be halfway decent. And, look, LSU, you're going to put money on a team that was a sub 500 team last year, like them or Penn State? No. A&M a plus 3,000? I don't know, maybe. Texas, again, you got Sark coming in there. And again, Texas recruiting class, it's been a top 5 for the last 3 years. I think they're ranked 3, 3, and 8 bringing in talent. Is he going to be able to bring it together? That's the question there. Iowa plus 5,000. Oregon, USC. For me, my best play here, Georgia. If I could get plus 1,000 on Georgia, absolutely. I mean, last year I took a shot on the SEC with Florida to win the conference 1,000. They were in the championship game. Georgia, why not? Let's take little Georgia, take them for the SEC. Not that Alabama's due for a loss, but maybe they are due for a loss. They got a new quarterback, new coordinators. I get it. They reload, but I'm a better shot than 3-1. Let's go Georgia. They're always a talented team. I can't say go long ways on a Pac-12 team. Absolutely not. Maybe a shot on Texas or Oklahoma. Maybe, I don't know. If you want to put maybe, I don't know. Georgia, though, for me, is my team this year. Last year was the Gators. This year it is the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think long shots are not really the play when it comes to futures in the college football market, just because when's the last time we saw a long shot win the college football national championship? It's been the same suspects for the past 10 years or so. So I think you save your money.
Forget a long shot to win. How about a long shot just to get into playoffs? I mean, you're a long shot to get in if you're not in one of these. If you're an SEC team that you're going to get 2 schools in, you're a very uphill battle for sure. That goes for 2 of the Power Fives. I mean, that goes for the Pac-12 and the Big 12. Both of those schools have trouble, cracking into the party. So yeah, no, don't waste the money. It's nice if you find some good value in the conference, go for it that way. But playoff wise, listen, you got 6, 7 teams. Until if they expand it, you're always gonna have it. It'll be 4. It'll be we need 8. Then 8's gonna be 16, and then it's just you don't want that. Keep it what it is, and just have arguments every year. It's easier that way. But yeah, save your money on those long shots.
Yeah, I think it's a good play to maybe just see who you think can knock off Alabama in the SEC, because especially coming out of the East, I'm not sure how the schedules are going to be this season, but usually the SEC East is a lot softer when it comes to schedule and just winning that division, because in the SEC West, usually it's a lot tougher because, number one, you've got Alabama. Number 2, usually LSU's all right. Auburn's usually decent. Yeah. And then you've got the middle of the pack teams that are usually okay. Texas A&M, who was not a middle of the pack team by any means last season, they were pretty good. Even though I'm wondering how Florida's going to be, because obviously Kyle Trask was a big part of that offense, and so is Pitts. So They have some big pieces to fill on that
Phil. Yep.
offense. But like I said, the SEC East, I think, is the place where maybe you can get some value for a team that could possibly get into that college football playoff.
Yeah, I was just saying for Georgia, I mean, you mentioned all this. They got their quarterback coming back. Daniels is back. Both their top running backs are back. Their receivers, top two receivers are back. And the defense is always a solid unit. It's always decent. Okay.
Yeah.
They give up some points to the offenses. You're going to give up points to good offenses, but you got an offense that can compete with your, top 5 offensive players, skill position players back. So you heard it here first.
If the world is still going on by then. So we'll see. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our football talk before we go way too dark. Thanks as always, Sean Higgs, for joining us. Sean, great stuff. Thanks for coming on.